When it comes to the most common clutter, it's usually the physical kind that you have around the home, whether it's pending tasks that you need to do, or it could be a messy workstation, it could be piled up dishes, never-ending laundry. But this is one of the easiest ones to overcome because all you have to really do is sort it out, figure out what it is that you want to keep, what it is that you want to discard or donate, and that's it. It's done and it's out of the home. Cluttering around the home is something both my partner and myself are super conscious of. We're not big collectors or anything. The only thing lately we seem to be accumulating a lot is books. We're very much in the mindset of the whole Marie Kondo, if it doesn't bring you joy, then don't have it. Like if there's not a purpose for it, then we won't spend money on it. But I do have a bit of a problem at the moment. Currently, my biggest clutter problem at the moment is clothing. So due to the business that I help my partner with, we actually come across hundreds of secondhand clothing a week. And with the clothing I've been picking up lately, it's only because I might like the pattern, I like the style, but there's not really any intention behind it, which I think is why it's contributed to the problem. So I've been looking at tips on how to manage my wardrobe, and there's a couple that I found that I really like. One is having a list of staples that you want. That way when you are going out or looking for clothes, you're only picking up things from that list rather than just picking it up because it looks cool. The other is to make sure it actually fits and there's no fixer-uppers, so you don't need a sewing machine or anything like that. And a really good one that I've actually been doing for a while now is picking up things that I know that I can sell later on. That way, if I am getting rid of it, it's not going to land in landfill, which is a huge important thing for me. That's the last thing that I want. The last one, which I think is actually going to help a whole bunch, is if I haven't worn it in the last 12 months, then get rid of it. Because I come across so many clothes and very lucky that I do, I'm going to come across it again eventually anyway. And plus, if it's been through a whole season cycle and I haven't worn it, then there's no point holding on to it. So today's big challenge is cutting the wardrobe in half, as well as selling or donating the clothes that I don't want, and then creating a list of staples or dream items. That way when I do go out and I'm contemplating whether to get it or not, if it's not on that list, then I can just cut it clean and not even worry about it. To tackle this chaotic mess, I'm going to have 4 piles going. I'm going to have that definite yes. I'm going to have a maybe pile, so those are the ones I'll need to try on just to double check whether I want to keep it or not. I'm going to have a sell pile and a donate pile. Like I was saying earlier, the ultimate goal is to make sure nothing ends in landfill and I get to clear all this out and make sure I don't have things that I don't wear anymore. Oh, and I can't forget to go through shoes, bags, scarves, accessories, things like that, because those tend to get forgotten and they're just important to clear out as all the others. Ugh, this is gonna be hard. I don't know where to start. I think I might just start with jumpers because winter is over. It's now spring. If I'm not brutal with this, then I'm not gonna be able to cut it by half. I really need to be honest with myself whether I want to keep it or not. I think I literally have about 6 Champion or Nike jumpers. So I got Champion, Champion, Champion. Oh look. Another Champion and another Champion. All right, which ones do I want to keep? Just crew neck? Yeah, no. All right, last of the hoodies. Adidas, this is a favorite. I've actually had this for a few years now. Definitely going to hold on to this one because it's quite unique. I love the colors, super bright. Tell me you like that one. This little crop Adidas. I don't think I wore it once during winter. Another crop hoodie. Yeah, I really like this one still, so I'm going to keep it. I love this. I haven't worn it. I do see myself wearing this. Even though it's been a few months, I am going to keep this for a little bit longer just because it's very unique. I love the sheer pink polka dot. Oh man, some of the stuff I actually forgot I have because it's actually at the back amongst all the jackets. Look how cool this vintage one is. It's actually kind of handy having the camera like this because rather than having a mirror I can just see. I've got so much of these ones, they're all on one hanger. This one's actually got frame. That one definitely not. This one I wear on a regular basis. I like that one too. This one's maybe. I really like the design on it. I do like this one, but I'm not a big fan of the deep V. Currently I've got 10 hangers so far. Not bad. Not bad at all. Dresses time. Yeah, I've only worn this like maybe 3 times. Goodbye. This is a definite keeper. This is one of my party dresses. And evening dresses is one of those hard things because you don't wear them all the time, maybe a handful of times throughout a year. I do like to have a few staples, so those are probably the only ones that I'm going to hold on to even if I haven't worn it in the last 6 to 12 months, just because I know that I will have a use for it eventually. And especially little cute vintage ones like this with the embroidery, you're not going to find them every day, so I don't mind holding on to these ones for a little bit longer. This dress I've worn multiple times. It's super comfy. It is a little bit big, but I have worn it quite a few times, so I actually might hold on to this one. All right, so I've done all the hanging stuff and I'll just show you my few piles. This is the maybe pile, so this is what I need to try on to really figure out whether I want to keep it or not. I have a feeling most of these will need to go. This is the donate pile, so these ones, the brands don't really sell on eBay, so they're going to get redonated because they're still in really good quality. And this is the sell pile over here, and those are all the hangers. And that is a lot. This is actually double stacked as well, so yeah, that's going to be a bit of a mission. I was actually going to put in, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, fourth pair I don't need a fourth pair of blue jeans. What am I thinking? Goodbye. I'm heaps into wide leg pants at the moment. I love these, love the checkered. I actually picked these up in a recent video, and these are Gorman ones. The color is absolutely gorgeous, so definitely gonna keep onto these ones. The vintage shirts are probably the hardest to try and call back because they're so unique, and I do wear a lot of t-shirts. It's just easier at work to just wear t-shirts, jeans, or whatever it is. These are gonna be hard to cull, so I'm gonna try my hardest, and then maybe even store some away if I know I'm not gonna wear them for a while, but I know I'll bring them out maybe for a podcast episode, for something different, or for a video. Two very similar like nature vintage shirts. One's koalas, one's sea. Just going based on feel, I'm probably going to do the ocean one a little bit more just because it's softer material compared to this one, so it's a little bit more uncomfortable. That one is definitely going to the sell pile. All this side is done. Oh, that's part of the workout one. I can actually move these hangers and stuff, which is a good thing, so pretty happy with that cull down. Pretty much go across and got half the space. The jumper's here. This yellow one I keep going back to. I do really like it. Because I keep going back to it, I think I just need to put it in the donate pile, and then yeah, if I find another one, I'll find another one. This one is in the same boat. This is really, really warm. I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile, but I have a feeling that this might not be a keeper anymore, even though it's gotten me through some really cold winter mornings while walking Archie. And I think that's one of the toughest things, is having a bit of a sentimental attachment. I always like to think I don't have a huge one, like I'm pretty good. For some reason, clothing I have a little bit more of attachment to. Maybe because I wasn't able to have a whole bunch growing up, and then even in my 20s, I didn't really have a lot of money, so clothing was always like an afterthought, or you know, always get it on sale. But because I have such access now, and I can get some really cool, nice things, even some really good brands, I think I have a bit more of a hard time saying goodbye to these ones. I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile and trying to get over that, like, you know, emotional attachment I have to it. So that is everything done. I do have 2 massive piles on the ground. That's everything to sell, and that is everything to donate. Alright, so I've gone through the maybe pile. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. I only kept 5 items from there, and it was just good to be able to, I guess, get rid of all those items that I didn't need anymore. And I did tally it up. So 23 items to sell, and then 65 items to donate. I did have that goal of only picking up items that I know that I could resell later on, but obviously it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. So definitely some fine tuning there. At least I know now for next time, if it doesn't have a purpose, if I don't see myself wearing it, if it doesn't spark joy, that I'm not picking it up. I'm gonna have that list of items that I'm looking out for. That way there's gonna be no confusion, and all this isn't gonna get out of control, and as long as I go through it every 3 months, it should be okay. But if you do have any tips on how to keep an organized wardrobe, ways to make sure it doesn't get out of control, please drop a comment below and let me know, because I am more than happy to take them on board, because this behind me was not good, and like I said, a little bit embarrassing. I don't want that to happen again. Really appreciate you guys for watching, and thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.